Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Snap it to the back. Find some fresh air.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Samuel. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. You got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. He's got it down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Finds his man. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Handoff from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Took care of it himself. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback is be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Clinton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to pass. It's Cuber. Punch it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead with the 6.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
brings it to the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Samuel. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Samuel. Lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play. They
fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
in long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Looking downfield, it's Cuber. Got his man on the outside. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. No, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. There he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Samuel. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized. Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Cuber. Snagged out of the air. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. It's caught.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Got to be quick. Clock's at 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. It's good, and that's your ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was